Hi, my name is Rachel. I'm going to talk about Bolivia.
Hi everyone, I'm Soraya and I'm gonna tell you about the dead road of Yungas.
Hello everyone, welcome to the Short of Knowledge, where I will do my best to understand the magnificent wonders that the Bolivia country offers. So let me talk to you a little bit. Take yourself comfort.
Hi, my name is Cristina. I am a storyteller.
Hello everyone, welcome to the Short of Knowledge, where I will do my best to understand the magnificent wonders that the Bolivia country offers. So let me talk to you a little bit. Take yourself comfortable and let's get to started. The gastronomy. One of the most attractive in Bolivia are their meals, the perfect combination of colors, essence and flavors. Make it unite before the visitor gaze. Gourmet and molecular cuisine have already made their footsteps in Bolivia. Studies from local universities tell us Bolivia food presents those delights due to a high nutrition value and that they are also free of contaminations. Training institutions in the nutrition and gastronomy areas, they gave a little technological and scientific boost to the national cuisine, and now start to improve and become globally competitive. So what would you like to eat today? Without forgetting the yaco, of course. Maybe a majadito, plato porceño, or silpancho. You choose. Now let's do some more research.
Hi, my name is Rachel. I'm going to talk about Bolivia. Talking about Bolivia is to talk about its 36 different nations or native people who were their land, recognized by the political constitution of the state. It is to talk about tradition, costumes, gastronomy, handmade clothing, dance, ride, of its fair life and rocklands, of vales, mountain chains, and plains that vary according to the geographical area, of Karim and Kai people, of Pais character, but also of brave one, defender of the justice and truth, of black, brown, white, and hybrid skins, living culture of diverse peoples or nations, that when look at the flag and listen to the hymn that represent us, we feel earth-shattering that pride of having been born in such a beautiful land. Bolivia, wonderful Bolivia, possessor of an inexhaustible wealth of history, culture, and traditions, where 1,088,581 square kilometers are full of adventure, where you find more than 11 million souls gathering a geographical synthesis. Welcome to Bolivia, one of the most enigmatic countries in the world. La Paz, Oruro, and Potosí have majestic snow-capped mountains, lakes, and salt flats. La Paz, as we travel along the road, where the great pre-Hispanic culture were founded, you get to know the city of Illimani, where magic finds you at any corner, and you experience vertigo on the headway of it, and rest at the bales of the Yungas, very close to the shelter of the tropical forest. Oruro is to walk through the interior of the earth to meet the devil himself and the land where good and evil come together in singular tents. Dazzle your sense with the message to us central earth and contemplate the beauty of Asian volcano. Potosí, the colossus of silver shows you its richness, next to the mystical place where the trees are made of stone and colored lagoons. Open the way of the immense desert, where the galaxy greets us and give up their warmth to the end that in the land where the giant dinosaur left their mark. Cochabamba, Chuquisaca, and Tarija, fair-like veils melting pot of beauty and history, their cities. Cochabamba. You should know the Great Crescent War. Travel the land where the bravery of women is legendary. Let yourself be seduced by the taste of these foods, and challenge yourself by crossing the even nature. Chuquisaca. Visit these lands where freedom was born. The city of four names, in its unparalleled architecture where the great creature of the earth left their deep mark. Tarija is the unique valley full of joy, surrounded of the ancient treasure, and tries the passes the word they found, and pleasing climate have to make a good wife. Santa Cruz, Beni, and Pando. Jungle of plain and experience of discovery but development, modernity, and character. Santa Cruz. This is the capital hospitality where they found without limit. Very close to the last of Inca site, where the history comes together, the immensity of the nature and the joy of these people. Beni is the natural that invites me to discover its beauty is ancient. With animals in their natural environment, it's now the only freshwater dolphin. Pando is tropical mission paradise where the natural itself at very step. The rainforest with its exuberant flora and fauna. Country of charms, of colors, of flavors, of landscapes, frank people, good people. This is my land. This is my country.
Ponle el sabor de la sal a tu vida para sentirte mejor.
The agriculture. One of the most interesting models about the agriculture in Bolivia are the artisan products, where the ancestral management of the crop is still presented, and the most environmentally friendly way. Many producers prefer to migrate to cities. The reason, environment. Government and university institutions are beginning to carry out preliminary investigations about the field of cultivations and the environment. They also found numerous exotic varieties products that do not exist in the other regions in the world, like variety of potatoes, bananas, citrus, variety of coffee beans, palmito, among others. Now, many peoples are beginning to return to agriculture with new agriculture models and much more knowledge. The raw material. The richest countries in Latin America in all its aspects. The will that it carries its forests, mining and hydrocarbons. Many regions of the country are increasing committed to the sectors because the natural will they carry, how the Uyuni is so flood, the richness of the fresh water, the fauna and flora to the sub-Andean regions, and 67% flatland to the country. The wonder of country is that it can become self-sufficient for the production of wood, rubber, minerals such as silicon, gold, among others. All this information is obtained from books and the internet received from the Tupac Katari satellite. And do you want to know a little more? So let's continue investigating.
Hi everyone, I'm Soraya and I'm gonna tell you about the death road of jungles. This was built about ferries by Paraguay's prisoner that was captured in the Chaco War. The 8 kilometers that join the pass with the Yungas registered more than 200 accidents and 100 deaths each year. And for this reason, in 1995, the Inter-American Development Bank named in the most dangerous road in the world, which has attracted thousands of travelers who are not afraid of the date. On the other hand, at the present, there is a paved and much safer road for vehicles, while the dead road is used mainly for tourism, with cycling being the most popular activity of all. Los Yungas Road consists of a single narrow lane where trucks and cars travel, as well as some other daring cyclists. On one side is the mountain, on the other the void. Have you ever been on the dead road? In my case, I went to know the dead road 2 years ago with my boyfriend. This was very exciting. I was very nervous. As soon as the bike tour started, I felt more comfortable. And the landscape was amazing because I could see beautiful plants, incredible view. So the road was made of stones and we passed through a waterfall. There were 2 breaks and I was able to take some photos. It was definitely an uncomfortable experience, which I advise everyone.
Technology as a friend in cultures and societies. Digital technology and social communications. Many of the countries now enjoy many qualities that the Bolivia offers within them. I could cite the festive date, how to be, the Oruro Carnival, Carnival of Santa Cruz, the Big Power Dance of La Paz City, the University Dance of UMSA from La Paz City too, and others. Digital technology has transcended the whole world. From native music to folk music is possible to hear from your home as well as in distant places such as the natural landscape of the reservoirs and protected areas on the country. Bolivia is colorful and wonder of the world.
Hi, my name is Cristina. I am a storyteller. In my country there are many legends and history that's transmitted from generation to generation through spoken language. This story I am going to tell you happened in the colonial era. That until today, these beliefs and customs high streets are told in Bolivian.
The Jaén Streets Legend. In the city of La Paz, there is a street full of legend and mystery. When the country lived in colonial times, back in the 16th century, this street was filled with traditional cobblestone. If you look at it during the day, the place is very picturesque. Despite the blood that was spied by the combatants and national heroes, the first ideas of independence and the revolts of July 16, 1809 were born there. Jaén Street, it is a small street in the center of the city. There are protruding balconies and the lanterns that illuminate at night. It looks like any street from the colonial times, but it is an impressive street that holds terrifying histories and legends. The first legends of Jaén streets that they have seen the ghost of Don Pedro Domingo Murillo, a Bolivian hero and former resident of Jaén streets, appearing, trying to engage passerby in conversation. Monks and screams have also been heard late at night, apparently coming from nowhere in particular. Slap chains and knocks on doors calling for help and others here. Since then the solution was found, a green cross at the beginning of Jaén Street to make those resting appearance, but they all say that the green cross was put on to reach the men on the barefoot widow. Legend has it that a neighbor was walking down Sucre Street many years ago when he decided to take the famous Jaén Street to continue climbing towards his house. It was then that he came across a very beautiful woman in a traditional white pompous dress. She's probably going to consume party, he thought. As he approached her, he realized that the woman had no feet. She was simple clothing like goats. Then he said that she was a widow and that no man would cross that street alone, especially if he was single. She offered him her hand and he decided to take it their wall with no turning back. They all disappeared for days. These bloody men were often found in the other part of
Natural energies. The natural energies of the country are little used, but some research is beginning to take an interest in it. The natural spring of water create hydroelectric turbine. Strong wind, synonym of eolical energy. The sunlight or solar energy. Sleeping volcanoes and the magnetic fields. Magnetic and thermal energy, which could be used in the generation of alternative energies. Technological discovery in Bolivia is still under development, so one step at a time. Now we are going to get to know this beautiful country a little more. Foreign technology. Most of the countries in the world, they became dependent on the products and technologies of countries that already consolidated their knowledge in the scientific field. In turn, these achieving millionary profits, they practically decide what we will do tomorrow. Our behavior, lack of creativity, and love of culture are about to disappear, as well as the possibility to designing countries' own technological models. We must change our mentality and recognize that the wealth in Bolivia is great, and value every detail that the country carries within it, such as livestock, mining, hydrocarbons, natural place, agriculture, among others. I hope that with this video you understand that we are in the Eden of Latin America. I already did my part to inform you. Now you have to act. Study without stopping. Thank you.